between, everyone is welcome.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Chatting with Lorena and Lucy. We hope you enjoy this episode and we hope you stay till the end. We have some fun stories to share. See ya at the end. Bye.
Okay. So,
Hi, everyone. It's nice to be back for a new episode. Today's episode is going to be, would I be the asshole if I stopped paying my husband's mortgage? And excuse me while I prepare because I'm in my 50s.
my glasses.
My 31 female, husband 31 male, bought a house 5 years ago while we were separated. 5 years ago, we were separated for 5 months, and in this time, he bought a house. We worked things out, and I moved back in with our 2 young children. My financial contributions to the family throughout our 10 years together has always been 60 to 70%, as my income is about $70,000 higher than his. This has been the same during separation and after rekindling. In therapy, recently, he has mentioned a few times that it is his house and I'm only with him to use his house as a stepping stone. When there was an $8,000 building increase, I worked sun up to sundown for a week to pay it. I did the landscaping in my own time, paid for the painter, and found amazing tenants. We currently live free in a family member's house. What I'm getting at is financially, my contributions pay most of the mortgage and our weekly expenditures. My husband has been out of work for a few months while actively looking for work with little luck, so he stays home to take our kids to school and pickups. He does minimal housework out of spite, so I pay for a cleaner. Work for me is a bit slow, but not much that we need to worry since I'm making a few sacrifices. In our last therapy session, he really made a point to say that I'm only still with him for the house he purchased during our separation and that he's not doing house duties to intentionally piss me off. So I'm wondering if I would be the asshole if I stopped contributing to the joint account the mortgage comes out of and only pay for necessities.
There's a lot there. A lot.
Yeah.
Number one, do they have tenants?
No, I believe, well, yes. Yes, they do.
So why is she paying the mortgage? Shouldn't it pay for itself?
Well, they have 2 homes. So they bought a house. He bought a house 5 years ago when they were separated. They were separated for 5 months. During this time is when he bought a house. Then they worked things out, and then got back together. So right now it looks like, where does she say? We worked things out, and I moved back in with our 2 young children. My financial contributions. 7,000. This has been saved during separation. Hold on, I'm trying to find. I know in here she said that okay, so she had paid the increase and then the landscaping and the painter and then found amazing tenants. And then she said, we currently live free in a family member's house.
Okay. So I don't think she should be, because then she's just there. I think right now, I don't know. That's not a good relationship. Like, they got back together and now they're in therapy, and his fight is she just wants the house that I bought when, like, that's not a good marriage.
No.
get divorced. Because if he's going to be holding on to his things that much, then, but here's my problem is that she's just going to continue the animosity between them. Because if she just says, well, I'm not paying anything, that's the same thing as just saying, fuck it, right?
Yeah.
When you're in a relationship, you have to be grown enough to be like, listen, and it's hard when you're with somebody. I know I've been with my husband. We've been together. It's gonna be 28 years together in May, and we both did that. Where it was like, I'm just gonna stop doing this. That now I'm gonna stop doing that, but we never communicate. You know, or I'm gonna fucking do this my way, and da. I learned we learned, both of us, to say, okay, we're gonna sit down right now and we're gonna have an adult conversation. That's how it's. If I say that, that means Lloyd rolls his eyes. He's like, what did I do? Literally, because it's like we're gonna have to have a sit down, and just if you can't have that communication with your spouse and say, hey, the words that you're using are affecting me. I don't like it when you do this. And that's how I talk. Like, we have a meeting. We have a meeting. If there's something wrong, we have a meeting, and he'll tell me what his problems are, and I'll tell him what my issues are. But we don't like just say, fuck it, I'm gonna do this my way. Because we did have a fuck it attitude in the first 10 years of our marriage. But we went through a lot. There's a lot of little things. You're starting to get to know each other. I mean, it's different for us because we're a blended family, so it's different. But when you are treating everything with your your response is more adding more animosity to the marriage, it's not going to work. And you're going to you're now in marriage counseling, and he's bringing that shit up. You should have done marriage counseling before you even moved in with them, back together, and then gone back together. And if you're doing it for the kids, I'm going to tell you right now, don't do it. People,
Yeah.
having a baby is not going to keep your marriage together. If anything, it's going to ruin it. A baby is a lot. You don't know if that baby is a good baby or a bad baby. And I don't mean like a bad baby in a bad sense, but
No, just needy or not needy.
yes, they need attention. They need support. I mean, you're raising a human being. And I think that's what people forget. You're raising a human being. If you're not in a good space with your partner, raising that human being is just shot, and they go through all of that. And they are the ones that suffer. They're the ones that see all that. And it's bad for the child. So don't ever have kids to no man,
Not a solution.
no, this is not gonna be like it doesn't glue anything together. It doesn't fix. If anything, it messes things up. It just he's a selfish person. He's literally a selfish human being. So
Well,
I say get divorced. That's my thought. Get divorced.
If he started and has continuously said, my house, that's all I needed to hear. I didn't need to hear anything else. Because
You're like, wait, can I hear that again? Yeah, I thought that's what you said.
Seriously. And I know that most of us, when we hear stories like this, we try to put ourselves in that situation so that we can comprehend. At least I do. In my brain, I want to kind of put myself in the situation so I can kind of see it from both perspectives. I want to see it from hers, and I want to see it from his. Because sometimes we're missing a perspective and we're one-sided, because as women, we usually will try to jump in and just like take on like the woman's perspective and like back her up. But sometimes it's not proper. It's not right, because we don't have the full story, right? It's her side, his side, and the truth, right? So that's all.
Right.
That's what we know. But looking at it like if it was my situation, my husband would never say his house. As a matter of fact, it's so much more likely that he would say her house, even
Yeah.
if it's our house, because that's just who he is as a person. But if someone treated it as, oh, my house, you just want it because of my house, she's making more money. She's contributing more money. He's home more than she is, and he's not even contributing to what he can, which is chores around the house. So what the hell do you want him for? And I don't know what state they're in, so I don't know what their laws are. But in most states, if you're married, I don't care if you're separated at the time of purchasing something like a home, you were still married. You weren't divorced during that time. She's still entitled to it. She's still entitled to at least half of it.
But let's say
So
she's not. It's still a bad situation because you did bring up I didn't even focus that he stays home. He's not working and he can't
I
even.
think he's like part-time or something.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Because you know, if
Like,
that would have been the tables were turned, that man would expect her to clean and do everything around the house. And
yep.
now I have to go outside the house to get somebody to clean. Oh, hell no.
Yes. Well, that's why she said he stays home and has more time, but he doesn't do chores out of spite. He
See?
said it out of spite. So she went and hired someone to do the cleaning. So she has someone who went in to do the landscaping. She had someone to go do the cleaning of the house. And she painted. She found a painter or something. So she has put way more effort into that house than
Yeah.
he ever had.
I think here's to your point before where you're like, I need to get both stories. So women, we're not spiteful for the most part. Most women, we're not spiteful people at all. We're very forgiving. We're very motheringly. We're there. If we're gonna be there, we're gonna be there. Something tells me the way he's acting that the reason they got divorced, that they were separated before, because she must have cheated or something. Because a man does not get that spiteful unless he was really hurt somehow, some way. Every man, and I can say this cold-heartedly because I talk to more men than I do to women. I have had all my best friends in the past have been with men. And men are really the most simplest people you could ever meet. They're just so simple. And because they're so simple, they don't know how we compartmentalize everything. Here's feelings, here's love, here's hate, here's this. And we pull from each bucket. Like, I'm gonna take a little bit of hate today, I'm gonna take a little bit of this today, I'm gonna take a little happy today, mix it all up. They don't have those compartments. They have spite because they use spite a lot and they hold on to that spite. And sometimes sometimes it's like you're arguing with your husband, and even though men say she brings up the past, no, we don't. We never bring up the past. And if you do, that's a toxic trait of yours. I don't ever bring up the past. Why I bring it up is because he'll trigger something to bring it up. Like, men are sneaky that way. They'll throw in a little dig here that was like, I'm like, whoa, wait. Did you just say, well, and then that's when we bring up the receipts from, all those years. Because men are spiteful. That's what they do. They like to say that it's us, but no. We're not spiteful that way. We just have all the receipts. We're like, okay, hold on. Because you said, I remember clearly, yeah, this day you, but they throw those little, it could be anything stupid, like, well, that at that one dance, you dance with so and so, and it was like, whoa, wait, you're bringing that shit up, like, what the hell? And then you start correcting him and rectifying everything, and then they turn it into you. You're now the crazy one for having those receipts, for having your proof. So something tells me this woman cheated, and now he hasn't forgiven her. Or maybe she didn't cheat. Maybe they split up, and when they were
Maybe.
split up, she was started dating somebody, and he didn't like that, and he was like, "Oh, she was cheating the whole time." But that man is hurt, and there's a reason he's hurt, and she's not telling us the whole story.
Maybe so. Let me read the top comments so we see if OP added anything. One follower said, "Info, why the hell are you still with him? Why isn't this a deal breaker for you?" Another user said, "I want to add, why are you paying for a home you don't own?" And then somebody said, "They were married when he bought the house, so she owns it too as his spouse." Yeah. I think the better question is, does she still want to be with him? He admitted he's intentionally pissing her off. So
Yeah,
she wanted to
exactly.
retaliate by not paying the contribution anymore. At this point, Mhm. At this point, they're just having these mind games. It's not healthy, especially to the kids. Correct. And then somebody said, unless a court determines she owns part of the house, she doesn't own it. She can't do anything with it without a court order since her name isn't on the deed. A divorce court would gladly settle the question. I can't believe she has been living in that house, paying the mortgage, and being okay with her not being on the deed. Somebody said your money has paid for it, so you need to divorce his ass and prove you paid for it. So yeah, it's most of these comments are, yeah, and somebody said you'd be surprised how many couples stay together for the kids, like you were saying. I tried that after my ex-wife walked out the first time to see if she could hook up with a guy that she had a crush on in high school. He turned her down. The second time she walked out, I filed for divorce. I wasn't about to let my child grow up thinking that behavior is normal and okay to accept in a marriage. So it's just constant. Oh, I like this comment. Throw the whole man away and go for the house. You were married when you bought it, so it's marital property, name on it or not. ATA, I am a lawyer. Even if OP can't take the asset, they can get what they put into it. Worth it to run it by an attorney in your jurisdiction, OP. Know your options. So everybody's kind of on the same page. They're all kind of saying the same thing, have the same thoughts. I don't see that anywhere in there was anybody kind of concerned about why was he acting or what was his motive behind what was going on.
Or maybe the reason why they had problems was because he is petty and just
Yeah. At
like
this point, anything we assume is just speculation. We don't know what caused the issues at hand. Um, but yeah, I do think she needs to get out of that situation. I don't think it's healthy for her, and I don't think it's
it's
healthy
definitely
for,
not. I'm gonna tell
obviously
you,
not for
it's
the kids.
definitely not healthy for the kids. Like it's not. It's so funny because both Lloyd and I are remarried, and we both have kids from our first marriages, and I never said anything bad about my ex-husband never, not in front of my kids. They never even heard me say, oh, that's never, never. I never wanted my kids to say, I didn't get to know my father or I resented my father because of you. No,
Mhm.
he was the first contact on my phone when he was the first person I contacted if I needed a babysitter or if I needed help with anything. I was his first contact for anything that he needed. His car one year broke down and he needed a car for 2 weeks to get we borrowed him my car because we had two cars. Like that's it just my kids saw a healthy relationship with their mom and their father. When I go to Chicago by myself, I stay in his house. I stay at their house because my daughter and him own a house together. I stay at their house. Like that's how close we are. Like my ex-husband is always going to be part of my family, whether we like it or not. So it's like
Yeah.
I just it's healthy for the kids to see that, and it's just. Yeah, now I tell you, it wasn't a good marriage. I could easily have said like, "Oh hell, the hell with you," but I didn't want my kids to have a. I wanted them to have a normal life. Like I don't want them to. My kids could never say I'm this way because my parents. Oh hell no! First of all, I will beat their ass. Like, excuse me, no, 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 no. You didn't pick up any trades because of me, or your father, or your dad. Like, it just, I wanted them to be. I guess I didn't want them to have excuses to ever throw anything back in my face, if I'm honest. But I just, you're in a relationship like that, you got to get out because if it's not good for you, you're definitely it's not going to be good for the kids,
Right. Yeah.
right?
And they base your relationship as what their future relationships are going to be for sure.
Yeah,
Like if you're a toxic couple, that toxic
everything.
behavior, that's what they think is right.
No.
Yeah. All of it. If they see you loving each other, if they see you hugging and kissing and, being affectionate, that's usually what they turn out to be. Well, depending on their personality, right? And that's just your personality is always going to play a part in that. But a healthy relationship, as an example, is the best thing you could possibly do for them. Now, on the same token, um, showing having respect for yourself and not dealing or putting up with someone's behavior like this, it's a toxic behavior, um, that also shows character. And that's something that your kids will see too. I'm not going to deal with nonsense like this. So I'm not going to allow anyone to treat me in a bad way. My mom didn't let my dad get away with it.
Yeah.
And they were married. So yeah, I do think example is the best way to teach. Um, although sometimes we don't always give the best example all the time because
Well,
sometimes we
you can't be
lose our
great all the
tempers.
time.
But
This
right,
is
right.
true. You can't be great all the time. Like for me, I made sure just to always include my ex-husband in everything. Everything. If my kids were getting yelled at, it was always going to be Lloyd, me, and my ex-husband. Like he was always involved in everything. Like I made sure. And it's so funny because my son, when he was in kindergarten, what's your mom's name? What's your dad's name? And his dad is Lloyd and his father is Alex. So they were like, what's your father's name? Alex. What's your dad? And then the teacher was like, what's your dad's name? Oh, Lloyd. And then we go pick him up and they're like, your son is confusing us. And I'm like, why? I'm like, oh, it's because my husband, his stepdad is Lloyd and his father is Alex. And they're like, oh, okay. Like the teacher's like, oh, we thought you guys had some freaky shit going on. Okay. I'm like, no, thank you.
They said two men and a lady. Do you remember that
Yeah,
movie?
exactly. They're like, what's going on here? So it just, I don't know. To me, all children are special, no matter what. You're raising a human being. I didn't realize that. It took me a long time because
Yeah.
I was very toxic. Lloyd and I was very toxic when I first met Lloyd. But I got divorced. I was in my toxic years. And I said, never again. No one's ever gonna mistreat me. And Lloyd couldn't even go, because then forget it. It would start a fight. Blah, 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 blah. So we all go through our toxic waves of just getting to know each other and whatever. Could we handle them better? Yes. Did we? No. Are we way better now? 100%. You know, but it's like it's a learning experience, but you gotta check yourself and you gotta,
Yeah, for sure.
it's always about the kids. And sometimes even the kids see it and they don't even want you guys to be together, you know, like,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I've known couples who the kids thought, why don't you guys just separate? Like
yeah,
they're the ones who actually end up speaking up because they're so over seeing all the nonsense. But I will say this. There are certain situations where you probably just need to not be together. Like the one this Reddit story sounds like a
that is
perfect example of,
go your own way.
yeah, you don't sound like you're going to do well together if you're in therapy and you're both still kind of at it. But I will say this. I think a lot of people find it much simpler nowadays to just give up
Yeah,
on their relationships. Anything worthwhile is going to take effort.
it's gonna work. It has to. It's work. You gotta work at everything.
You do have to work at it. It's not always going to be easy. Now, if you have a relationship that has always been easy from the beginning and continues to be easy, consider yourself to be the most blessed
Blessed.
person in the world because you found your person, your soulmate, your complement, and that's fantastic. And I wish everybody could have that, right? But not everybody is able to actually find that person and immediately click and everything's great and you just don't have any issues or you don't argue or you don't have
Right.
problems. That's a little less realistic. So when things get hard, just make sure you talk to someone who is knowledgeable and trustworthy and you can really like get
That
sound advice
and
because
then everybody needs an outlet. I think the problem with I think a lot of problems with this nowadays, okay,
Mhm.
is that number one, um, they put so they're like kind of like me. They were hurt in the past, and then they went through like, nah, I'm not gonna deal with this shit. That's how I was in my 20s. Like I'm like, no, I'm like, mm-mm. And I'm going to tell you, I didn't fight for my marriage at all. I didn't, because I was just like, I'm not gonna go through this again. I'm not gonna fucking put myself in a situation. I'm telling you, Lloyd couldn't even breathe wrong, and I would be like, oh my god, why are you breathing on my direct? Like anything, like I would just anything because I was in such a. My first marriage was so bad that I said nothing. Everything's got to be my way. Like I'm going to, and then I told you we went to marriage counseling because I was gonna prove to him he was the problem. And then I came out of there with my foot in my mouth. And I was like, oh, it's been me this whole time. Like, what? Me? And
no, not me.
not me. But he. They're like, no, bitch, it's you. Okay, you're the problem. But and that's a lot of people like that now is that they think that they're right by guarding themselves, but you have to not guard yourself so much. You gotta give in to things, just like you want everybody to respect your space. You gotta respect their space as well, their needs, their wants, their everything. Like, to me, I can't stand women who are like, and my husband does this, and my husband better do this, and my husband, oh hell no, he better do this and do that. And then all I hear is he better from all these women. They're all over, and then they put their shit all over on social media. And then I'm sitting back watching them thinking like, but what do you do for him? Where's his outlet? Like, do you understand? You're two people.
Yeah.
He's not your slave. He's not your servant. He's not your backup boy, your sidekick. He's your husband or your spouse or your partner or whatever. The person you decide to take the journey of life together with. Like, what are you doing for him? They never say what they do. It was always like, he better. I can confidently say I could buy, my paycheck could make me buy whatever I want, when I want, at the time I want. And I'm not waiting for a man or a person to spoil me, whatever. I spoil me. I don't need my husband to spoil me. I spoil me. I'm very spoiled. Lucy spoils herself very much. But I could never want my husband to spoil me like that. Like, he's not allowed. The one I'm telling you, he's never allowed to send me flowers to work. I never liked that. And because the couple times that he's done it, so my husband's very romantic. Like, he is so romantic. I'm spoiled in that way. I'm not romantic at all. I'm like the dude in the relationship. I am not romantic at all. And I've been very lucky. All the men that I've ever dated are very romantic. And I am not a touchy-feely person. I'm not one that's going to cuddle you, and I'm not like that. I'm
very much that.
I'm like a dude. I'm like a fucking dude. But I think it's you Geminis are like that. You guys are so romantic and so caring and so thoughtful. Like, he sent me flowers, and then the whole time I heard, oh, what did he get? I hate when people, oh, what did he get? He's sucking up to something, or he got in trouble and he's kissing up to I'm like, no, that's what he does. Like, I hated explaining. That's what he does. Like,
That's funny.
so I
never did
want them in my house so that I can look at them and they're in my house, and none of these fucking vampires are sucking the energy out of my beautiful flowers. So he's not allowed to send me flowers over. He's done it twice. I said, baby, just at home. I prefer to have them at home. So but my husband's very spontaneous, and he just he'll show up to work for lunch and he'll buy me the cutest little things, and he's very attentive. And if I say something today, like, I want this, 6 months from now, it'll still be in the back of his, but I think it's a Gemini thing. You guys are just,
yeah, it is.
you guys put it in my notebook for later, because that's how he is. He's very romantic. He's very sweet. He's very touchy-feely. He's very loving. And I am not. He's gotten me to be a little bit more because I'm used to it, but I'm not. I'm like a dude. I really am. Like, I'm not. I don't know. I don't like people hugging me. I don't like people hugging me at all. Like, and if you're wearing a tank top and you come and hug me, get your fucking armpits wet off of me. I don't. Don't. Like, I see what people were like, don't.
Before we move past the flowers, I have a funny story. So when we first started dating, we would see each other literally almost every single day, every day. We were neighbors. And this was during the time of pagers. This was before cell phones existed.
Remember the codes?
Yes, I do actually. So, I think he paged me and I called him from work. And I was like, he's always been like a prankster, like funny, like a joker, like haha, right?
Uh-huh.
It's just embedded in his DNA. So I said, "Oh, I'm gonna get him today." So I answer the phone from work and I'm like, "Hi." I'm like, "Hi." And I said, "Oh my God, thank you." He's like, "Thank you for what?" And I said, "For the flowers. They're beautiful." And he was like, "The
He laughed.
flowers." Right? So I'm like, just gonna, just poke the bear a little bit. So I'm like, "Oh my God, they're so beautiful." We went on and on. He got a little quiet, but didn't say nothing. And then at the end, I started laughing and I said, "I'm just kidding. I didn't get any flowers. I'm just messing with you." That was that, right? The day
He
ended,
would
I
be
get home.
like, some other guy is sending my baby some flowers. What?
Yeah, we
Like,
were really new, like really, really new. I get home
and there's flowers.
and there's 2 dozens of roses.
Oh,
And
so
he said,
cute.
"You're welcome."
You're like, now you could beat me and tell me that
Oh,
you
that
really
was
suck.
so funny. It was so cute. We still talk about it. To this day, we still talk about that. And
Oh,
it's the funniest thing. But yeah,
isn't that
he's like,
so
"Oh,
funny how like you remember like those are the little things that
yeah,
matter. Like
for sure."
those little tiny, like Lloyd was my daughter said the other day, not the other day, but a while back, she's like, because she's very romantic too. Like she spoils her wife and she does little things around the house. She's like, I just want to say I love being like this because I used to see Lloyd do so much for you and do
Mhm,
little things. Like this is how romantic he is. It's so cute. When it was Valentine's, he would have the kids decorate the house for Valentine's for me. For my birthday, he would go all out, decorate the whole house for me. He For Mother's Day, the same thing. Um, it just That's the things that he does, like little cutesy. He'll hang certain
mhm.
things. He'll buy me certain and knickknacks, just little knickknacks here and there, and it's so
Yeah.
it's like those little things I never forget. I remember my one of my cousins, younger cousins, she's like Denise's age, around her age. She said, I still remember how Uncle Lloyd would have us decorate the house. Even she remembers that he would, because he would have whatever
Aw.
kids were around. He like, okay, we got to decorate the house for Lucy or whatever, So she remembers him decorating the house for me for
Yeah,
Valentine's,
that's so
for
sweet.
my birthday or whatever. So he's always been very attentive and very like just he when we first started dating, he would drop off a, my favorite candies and leave them at
Mhm.
security and then the security guard is
Aw.
like, he's like, this man loves you. He's like, don't if you guys break up, I'm gonna be so mad at you, Lucy. Like, this man loves you. Like, he would drop off like little treats and notes and like just he's always been he would write me letters. I now ask me when I just I'm horrible. I'm horrible. But he is very spoiled. I have to say, I do spoil my baby. There is nothing like if he wants something, he likes something, you guarantee that it'll be here and then I make it happen. I just don't do a production of it. He likes productions. I'm more like, hey, go in the bedroom. Like he loves certain comforters and my husband is very he loves everything to look pretty and nice around the house. So my house is very he that's one thing I love about him. He's never said, "Oh my God, you spend so much money on this and you're always doing this." He's never. It's always
No.
like, it looks awesome. Oh, we should have done that before. Oh, you know what? You should like. But when he starts giving me advice on decorating the house, I'm like, okay, no, 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 you're going too far. This is my territory. You cannot infringe on, like, this is my territory. This I do it for both of us. But a lot of times I do it more for him because he appreciates it so much. So I love that about him. But it's just the little stupid things that we remember. And I think that's also for them, like, like the little things is that matter, not the big things, you know?
So it's when we speak their love language. So our
Yes.
love language is acts of service. That's Lloyd. That's me. That's what we like to do. I love to do that too. Like I love to decorate for like his birthday. I'd love to make a
See,
production of like I
it's a
put his
God.
gifts all out on the table and I make sure I write something romantic in the card. And we both actually save our cards. We have a box that we save all of the cards that we get. And
I can't
um,
even do that, Mohead. I can't even do that. People give me cards, I'll hold on to them for 2 years and then they just, I am the most unromantic person. Like, it's not even funny. I'm not even no, I am very thoughtful because I'm always looking at things like for him to be better. I redid his whole office and I bought him all new furniture and I did like those are my ways of saying I want you to be comfortable. I love you. But to sit there and write a letter and write and I don't think I'm a shit
You're
person. I don't
so
think
you're a gift giver is
yeah.
basically is what it is.
Yeah.
He is as well. He is a gift giver, but he's also acts of service towards me. So, um, I don't even have to say I want this because he's doing it. If I say something about the backyard, for example, when we got the house, um, it was very, very plain. The backyard was super plain. It had just a little deck, and that was that. We had to get the fence because we got the dog the year after we moved in. So he put up the fence because we needed it. And as soon as the fence was up, he built another deck because we didn't realize that our backyard was on such a decline in the back. And that's just like for the rain. So it wasn't level. And if we leveled it off, we were going to then have the potential of a flood. So he built another deck, like a lower deck,
Oh,
so that
okay.
we had more use of that space because we really couldn't use that space. Um, then COVID happened, and I really wanted a pool. Well, we all wanted a pool. It was so hard to get a hold of them. So we finally got a pool. It was probably like the year after. And he took apart that second deck that he built so that the pool
Make
could
room for
fit
the
there.
pool.
So then it's an above ground pool, but they still have to
Dig a
level
little
all
bit,
that
yeah.
dirt out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they do dig to put it. Once that pool was there, he built out the deck our existing deck to the pool so that it fit around the pool.
Wrapped around.
Yes. And I have always loved the gazebos from Costco. For years and years, I've
Oh,
wanted one, even before we lived where we're at now. But that house didn't have really a backyard. So I raved about it all the time. I always wanted one. So he bought the gazebo. But he said, I'm not going to just build a gazebo on an uneven, backyard. So he asked me, what did I want? It wasn't what he wanted. It was, he already got me the gazebo, but he didn't want to build it without putting it on something solid. So what did I want to do? And I was like, well, I prefer cement back there so that, it's solid. And the gazebo is anchored, so we don't have to worry about it because it's very, very windy.
uh-huh.
This man, without hesitation, immediately started framing out the backyard so
Like,
that he for
hey,
the
that's beautiful. That's
yeah.
beautiful.
And it's one of those things where, you know how it's cliche and there's sayings, your wish is my command.
Yeah.
That's literally how
Him.
I feel with him. That
And
is
you know what?
literally what he does.
That's exactly how I am.
Yes.
His wish
Yes.
is my command, and I spoil him in the sense of like, let's do the, or when he's stressed out. So I know that I sounds like I give my husband a lot of shit, but he's very he's cranky. But when if somebody stresses him out, or if work stresses him out, or just something,
Life.
yes, he takes it out on me. And this man, okay, I'm gonna tell you something. It turns him on to see me mad. Like, that's a fucking turn on. Like, I hate fighting. I hate to fight because it takes me too much, and then I'm feeling like shit because if I get angry, if I do this, Lorena, what did you say? Like, that's it. It means it's gonna be a full-blown fight. And this man gets turned on. Right? Like, it's his turn on. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, he loves, that's his turn on. It's his turn on. So when he starts, and then something, I'm just like, cut it out. Like, I'm like, what is going on with you? Like, stop. What's going on with you? Because you're starting again. Like, and then once I get going, I don't care, girl. I don't care where at fucking in the store. I will get like, I go from 1 to 10 in a heartbeat. I don't care who hears me. I don't care. I will. That's me. And my husband would be like, he'll argue back, but it's almost like, you're sick. Like, this is turning you on. You're just demented. Like, and that's always been my fight with him. Like, why? Like, and he just does. If he, like, a perfect example, the Devil Wears Prada, it's been on everywhere because of the part 2 that's coming.
Yeah.
You think he likes Anne Hathaway or Emily Blunt, like they're hot, or who all the other hot women there? No. You know who he finds hot? Yeah, because she's a freaking bitch in it, and
Oh.
she's like, oh, he loves her. Like, I'm like, you're freaking weird. Like, you're weird. Or like, was Selma Hayek, there's a movie where she's like a drug lord and she goes off on the guy. I forgot what the name of the movie is, but she's a
Yes.
badass in that movie. And then she's ripping them a new one, like this one scene. And Lloyd is like in love, like in love. Like, I'm like, you are sick. Like, he loves that. Like, so it's just, those are things I don't like to fight at all. Like, I'm just like, I don't have the energy. I have, like, as I get older, I'm just like, there's
Yes.
a lot of juice. Like, figure it
Yes.
out. That's whatever. So when I know now when I know that he's going through something or he's a little stressed out, I'll like schedule us massage appointments or a facial appointment, or like we'll go mountain climbing because there's mountains here, so we go mountain climbing. We do stuff. Like, I need to get him out and get him out of the element so that he can relax. So now I know to do that. But in the past, it's been like, I fight back, and now I'm like, cut it out. Like, cut it out. Like, no, no, no. But it takes a long time being in a relationship to fucking, like, you have to fight for somebody,
Yes.
Lloyd and I, to your point where you're saying people give up so fast, like, that was me in my 20s. Thank God Lloyd stuck I mean, he really fought for us because I was like at a drop of a hat. I'm like, yeah, this is done. I'm not. I don't want to be with you. Like that's who I was. But now I'm like, okay, let's just work it out. Now I'm more inclined to. Now I'm more at ease. But it takes a long time to get to that space where you're comfortable and you're just like, do I really like wanna work this out with this person, or do I really like, and I think it's because, well, in my relationship,
Mhm.
we didn't know how to communicate at all. Like now it's like, let's take us, we're gonna have a meeting. That's what I call it. We're gonna have a meeting today, or hey, by the way, I schedule the meetings. We have a calendar, a digital calendar. It's on my wall, and it's like 32 inches. It's a screen that has calendar because he travels and stuff, and I got my stuff, so it's all on the calendar. So I'll put it on the calendar. We're having family meeting on this day.
So you make him dread ahead of time.
No, he already knows. Like he's like. He's like, your meetings drive me nuts because all you do is just talk. I'm like, yeah, that's the whole point, is to bore you to fucking tears so that we don't have to discuss this shit later. That is the point. We don't like meetings, therefore let's act right so that we don't have meetings. So he hates the meetings. He's like, now what? I'm like, no, it's not now what. It's like this. I don't like this. I don't like. And then he'll say, I say, okay. And then he starts like that guy, like, or he'll bring something from the bag, like any little something. And I said, why? You really want to go there, Lloyd? And then he's like, okay, fine. Because he knows. I'm like, you really want to go there? Like, okay.
They eventually pick up on the cues and they know which one's playful and which one's like, seriously?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Like,
it's so funny.
I don't,
Yeah.
but as I know I'm an asshole, but I don't like to fight. I don't like to. It takes a lot of my energy. I could be focusing that energy on something good. I don't want to be like just
Yes.
no, because
Can't
I
be
don't.
bothered with all that nonsense right now. It's just
Yeah.
not.
And you know what? He used to be very jealous. I'm not a jealous person. He used to be very jealous, and I'm just like, oh my god. I'm like, that to me is because I'm like, oh my god. I wish. And now he's not. He's at all like, because I'm a type of person. Even my kids would freak out. They're like, you compliment everybody, doesn't it like bother Lloyd? I'm like, why? Pretty people should be complimented.
I
People who
agree.
are trying should be complimented. People who are trying to be, you could tell when somebody's trying to be successful at something. It's good to give them a compliment because it just boosts their energy. I compliment everybody.
Yeah.
We were at Home Depot a couple years back, and the guy in the paint department was gorgeous. Like Brad Pitt had nothing on this guy. He was gorgeous. And I'm like, and Lloyd's with me, and I'm like, oh my god, you are so beautiful. Like, you should go into modeling or acting. And then Lloyd's like, yes, dude, like, what are you wasting your time at a Home Depot? And then,
Lloyd joined in.
yes, but because Lloyd already knows, like, he's just like, whatever. And I'm like, you are just like, you're beautiful. Like, and the guy's turning around like, and then I'm like, you should go into, I'm serious. Like, you should go. This guy was gorgeous, like gorgeous, a 20-something-year-old gorgeous. He's like, well, I'm going. I said, get yourself an agent and just start posting online. I'm giving him all like, and Lloyd's like, yeah, dude, like you should just get an Instagram and start just posting and like whatever. We're giving that's who we are now. This me.
Yeah.
Like, I told Lloyd, I said,
As you should.
I was telling Lloyd, I'm like, I'm turning into like that perverted old lady that you always like compliment and get like, where they're like, look at this old lady flirting with me. I said, but I'm not
You were
flirting, I'm
flirting, though.
complimenting.
You were
then
flirting, though.
we were in a restaurant. We had taken my daughter and her wife to eat at this Italian restaurant in Chicago one time, and the waiter looked just like Leonardo DiCaprio.
No way.
Identical. He did. He looked exactly like him. And I said, "Oh my God, I gotta take a picture with you because you look just like Leonardo DiCaprio." And then I'm like, "Come on, let's take a picture." I'm like, "Lloyd, pull your camera out, take a picture." And Lloyd's like, "Okay." I should make an album of all the strangers I take pictures with because I think they look like somebody. I could make like it could be like over 100 pictures. I'm not even exaggerating. And he leaves whatever, and then he's like, "And you're okay with her flirting?" I'm like, "That wasn't flirting." And then Lloyd's like, "Denise, that's not flirting. Like that, the guy does look like Leonardo DiCaprio. Like and then he's like, you would freak out with your mom if you went anywhere with her because she compliments everybody. Like she just everybody. Like she will stop. I will stop people. And we're in Vegas, so it's even worse now because there's
Yeah.
people everywhere. I stop people all the time. Oh my God. But I get a lot of compliments on my jewelry or how I'm dressed or my makeup. And I love it when I get compliments. So I know
Sure.
how it makes me feel. So I always
Mhm.
give it back to somebody else. And then it's like, I don't know if I could like, I'm like, why not? Like I said, one day you're going to get your element and you're going to see that it's okay. It's okay to give compliments and let people know
Yes.
how
Yeah.
they're doing. Like it's
Yeah.
it's a good thing. It builds morale. And she's like,
For
I don't know,
sure.
I don't like it.
That one compliment can turn someone's complete day around.
Yes. Well,
For
I think
sure.
it helped that guy because let me tell you, we go to that Home Depot all the time and I never saw him again. We didn't
Well,
see him.
hopefully they got discovered.
He probably did. I'm serious because we never saw him again. Either that or he was like, oh my God, here's this fucking weirdo couple. They're probably
I'm hiding.
they probably wanted me to join them or have a threesome with them or something. I'm like, what the hell? Like, no, you're just getting a compliment.
Oh my God.
But
That is
we
so
never
funny.
saw him again. So we were like, wow. Like I'm like, so we always like stuff like that. But I should make an album of all the pictures that I take with people. I'm always like, Lloyd, you gotta take a picture with this guy. Look, all the
When you
time.
have your room of pictures, it's gonna be of all strangers.
We went to we went, we went to the John Mayer concert one year, and Lloyd had gotten tickets from somebody, and we were in the VIP section, so you were drinking for free the whole night, and they gave you food and whatever. So we didn't know anybody there, and there was like maybe another 10 people there, right?
Mhm.
There was these two girls with this guy there, and uh, I got fucked up because all the alcohol was free, so I was just drinking and drinking and drinking, and I don't even remember how I got home. I don't remember. Like I don't even remember when we left, if we saw the whole concert, nothing. I don't remember anything. The next day I'm looking at my picture, and I'm in the middle of those two girls and I'm spanking them like, hey, hey.
Somebody had a good time.
I'm like, Lloyd. He's like, yeah, I was taking the pictures. I'm like, what the hell? Like, you did you stop me at one point? Like, it's like you were having a fun time. Like, you're like, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. It's like, I don't even know how or what I should make. I still have those pictures. It's so funny because I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, hey, like we're taking shots together. I don't even remember talking to them. I remember that they were there because they were really right next to us. And I remember smiling at them, but that's it. No, this video, I'm like, oh my God.
Well, you had enough drinks and had the courage to go over and join them, I guess.
But I'm always that happens a lot because I like to if I go out I like to talk. No, if I have too many drinks, then that's when the, the liquid courage
Liquid
kicks
courage.
in. And I don't know what happens. So if I'm aware of it, I'm aware of it. But that's the only time I didn't know when, how, why, where.
You know, actually, I think that's common in concerts. So, one year we went to see Mark Anthony when he came to Chicago, and there were these people sitting in front of us, and it was two daughters with their mom, right? And they were having the best time. I absolutely love Mark Anthony's music. I know every lyric to every song. So I was singing and dancing. I was having a good time, right? And they were the same. So we ended up, making friends. We were all
Right.
talking about everything. Small world. It ended up being that one of the girls' father knows one of my sisters really
Oh,
well. They actually work together. Yeah. And it's a very unique last name. So as soon as she said it, I was like, wait a minute. So it was very interesting. Well, this particular person, um, now she loves to cook. Her and her husband love to cook. So they started their own little like catering business.
oh,
And yeah, um, I have her on all my socials. And she actually when Josie graduated college, we had a graduation party for her, and we had her do the food. We had them do the food. It was
oh.
beautiful, delicious food. When for my 50th, um, my husband threw me a surprise party, and he hired
Contact.
them again as the like taqueros, basically.
Uh-huh.
But now their oldest daughter is involved. She was there. She was making tortillas a mano for the
Oh my
tacos.
God.
It was so cool. So cool. But their food is delicious. But it's crazy the connections that you can make. Um, unintentionally. We were just there to have a good time. I was having a blast. And they were too. They were very much obviously we both loved the music or we wouldn't have been at the concert. But yeah, you connect with people on a different level because it's your kind of vibe. They have the same vibe. So if
Exactly.
your
Like,
vibes connect,
yeah,
it just
I
works.
love concerts because of that. Because everybody, it's almost like that's like the one thing you got in common. I've always
Uh-huh.
wanted to go to a Mark. That's someone I haven't seen, but I love Mark Anthony too. I love his voice. He has such a sexy voice, and I love Mark Anthony. Like I really do. So, and then that's one of the concerts that I still want to attend.
Is he
But
not doing a residency in Vegas just
I don't
recently?
know. I don't think so. It doesn't pop up on mine. It does at all. But
Hmm.
when we went to Madonna concert and um, there was a lot of gay people and they're dressed all
Ooh.
beautiful. I took pictures with everybody. I'm serious. I took pictures with everybody. And normally Lloyd's my cameraman. So, I'm like, take a picture. I stop everybody. Take a picture. So then there was these two guys next to me, and I love Madonna. I
Mhm.
love
Me
Madonna.
too.
Like since she came out, I
Yeah.
used to
Way
dress
back when.
her. I love, 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 love. So this was actually Lloyd's first time. Lloyd's like, I've never seen you like that. And I don't fan out. I don't
Oh,
fan out. I cried. I screamed. I danced all night. I was talking to everybody around me. I kept crying. Like I kept crying. Like I couldn't stop. Like I was hysterical. Okay, like the next, I think if I would have seen Michael Jackson in person,
oh.
I would have been one of those girls that would have fainted. Ah! Like I'm serious. Like there's two people, like three people that my kids know: Madonna, Michael Jackson, and Journey. they know all their music because that's all they heard when they were little, like Madonna, Michael Jackson, and Journey. Those I love them, like love them. And I was telling Lloyd, I could have kicked Lloyd's ass this weekend because the Michael Jackson bio
Yeah.
came out,
Yes.
and I had told Lloyd, "Oh, we're gonna go see it," and Lloyd's like, "No, it's on pay-per-view." I said, "It's on pay-per-view." So I get all ready on Friday, to start watching. He's like, "Oh, it's just a trailer." I'm like, I said I wanted to go see it. So then we're going tomorrow. Tomorrow is when we're gonna go see it. So
We were gonna go actually last week too, but I had forgotten that I had that appointment, so I couldn't. But my husband was like, "Let's go see it." And so maybe we'll be able to go this weekend because I'm dying to see
love
it.
Michael Jackson. Like I've always loved Michael Jackson. I know that there's a lot of allegations and stuff. And I told Lloyd, I said, no, like I have a good sense of people. And no, I feel that certain people try to just defame him so bad that and to tell all of us, the world, this is what a pedophile looks like. He don't look like me. He looks like that. He's weird. He's this. He's that. That's how he looks like. He don't look like a regular business guy. He don't look like your neighbor. He don't look like a father. He don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel
Yep.
that that's what they tried to do. And he was, I know everything about Madonna and Michael Jackson. I've always loved them, like always since I was little. And I remember like all the shit that I don't even know how this poor man like didn't take his life with everybody was so against him. And so like
Yeah.
and now the movie and people are criticizing, oh, he doesn't look like Michael. It's a biopic. I'm like, I'm sorry, but J-Lo didn't look like Selena.
No.
The guy who played, like none of the people who play any of the artists look like them. Like,
Yeah, they're not identical. That's impossible.
stop it. Like, cut it out. They were like saying, oh, well, I guess there's going to be a part two to, they're doing 4 movies.
Oh.
They're doing, I think I heard 4 movies because they're depicting every chapter in his life.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so I think they left it off at, somebody said they left it off at 1988. 1988, todavía none of that stuff had come out. So it's just from his early age to 1988. And I'm like, why? I said,
Okay.
people are so rude. Like, it's a movie. Like, it's his life. Like, they're not going to show. Some people are mad because they wanted to see all that. I'm like, it's his life. Like,
It's his story.
my whole thing is like, if that's all you want to hear, all the bad, then you're missing the whole point of his music, his journey, his business ethics. Like, this man was, at one point, he owned half of the music in that Sony had. Like, that alone is amazing. Like, this person owned all this catalog, this music catalog, and like nobody has that now. Nobody did. He changed the music industry forever to not, like it's just people are never happy. It doesn't matter. It's just people.
No, they're not. They're not. I'm glad you told me that it was a series because I didn't know that they were going to make multiple movies. I don't know that I want to go watch it now. I kind of want to wait for for there to be more than one
Oh
movie.
no, I want to see. I want to see the. I've seen like a lot of snippets on TikTok, and this kid, he embodied his uncle. Like
His character.
they have the side by. Yes, they have they did the side by side when he did the Motown's 25th anniversary, when he performed there, and then he does the moonwalk for the first time. It literally is step by step I mean,
Really?
exactly like it. I see.
Wow.
I want to see it
That's
because that's
impressive.
when Thriller, like all that. So yes, so all of that stuff, and he kind of doesn't look like Michael Jackson. Like he really doesn't. But he embodied him, and just that's really what I mean. I didn't think J-Lo looked like Selena at all. I didn't think
No, she was similar. They tried to make her look as similar as she
as
could, but
similar, but not like she
no, it's
didn't.
not never gonna be identical. It's hard to find someone who's
Right.
identical.
Or like the guy who played Freddie Mercury in Queen. Like
Oh my God, he did such a great job. That was a great movie.
that was a phenomenal movie, but he really, to me, he didn't look like him because Freddie Mercury had such a beautiful face to me. Like he had a manly face, and this guy, he's un poquito, he's tiny.
He just didn't. Let's just leave it at he just didn't.
Tiny. Like, Freddie Mercury was he was a man. Like he had a manly features. He had like his jaw was so defined and his face was very defined. He didn't look like, I mean, he embodied him. He did a magnificent job in the movie. I love that movie.
He really did.
But it's like you're never gonna get an identical. Like
No.
like people
No,
just
that's just not gonna happen.
it just
Yeah.
stopped. Like they wanted there's a Mexican guy who had all that plastic surgery. Like his name is Fabio. All this plastic surgery to look like Michael Jackson towards the end, like when like, and that guy looks just like Michael Jackson. Like
Really?
yeah.
I'm gonna have to look him up.
Look it up. His name is Fabio, and he looks identical to the later Michael, right? And then people were pissed because of that. I'm like, did you go watch the movie? Then shut the fuck up. Shut up. Just shut up. People complain too much nowadays. I feel like people need to understand that the things you complain about are things that people are chasing. Like you complain for stupid shit that people don't have. We should learn to appreciate and respect everybody's space and respect your space and just chill. Like that's what I feel like people need to chill.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody needs to take a chill pill. Everybody.
Everybody. Like it needs to we need to USA for a while. You just take a breath. You know how many times I want to reply to somebie because they said something mean and and I type it. I'm like
Daily.
and then I delete. I'm like, I'm doing the same thing they're doing.
Backspace.
Like stop it. But like one of these days is gonna go through. I'm like, stop it. Because people, I just feel like if we stop being such busybodies over somebody's life or somebody whatever, and focus on ourselves, we'd be in a better place. My father used to have my father used to say this thing. So my father was the only male in his family that came to the United States. All his brothers, they all stayed back in Mexico, but he was the only male. All the females came to the United States, but he was the only male. So he was the head of the household. And my father was in charge of the whole, like our entire family here. And he would always say, we used to get aggravated because we never had free space in our house for ourselves because there was always cousins and aunts and people. That was the place they gathered at because my father always welcomed everybody. The doors were open to his family and that's it. And I remember one time I complained about it. My father said, no, you're not going to do that. Like, they're family. They're like your brother and sisters. You treat all your cousins like brothers and sisters, and all your aunts like they were us. Like, we're not going to disregard anybody. We're not going to disrespect anybody. And that's the last time you're going to complain to me about one of your cousins or one of your whatever. Like, no, no. So it was like, but there's no but. Sip it and go. Like, that's it. Like, you got to just, that's it. I feel like everybody needs that conversation. Like, just zip it. Or he would say, if somebody in the family, like, I remember one of my sisters, we were complaining about their marriage, whatever, and my father said, it's none of your business. You're not the one married to that person. So if that's how they want to live, that's how they're gonna live. It's not my business. It's none of your business. If that person's not happy, the day they come to me for help or assistance or say anything, I will step in. Other than that, we just gotta shut the fuck up, basically, and deal with it, because they're the ones in that relationship. We don't know what happens behind closed doors. We don't know what their issues are. Just if it gets blatantly bad, then we'll step in. But it's not our business anymore. And that's how you should. You don't know what's what in your relationship, so don't worry about anybody's relationship. And that one was like, when he said that to me and my brother, because it was my brother who was complaining, I was just like, oh, he does make a point. Like, it's not like we don't date who we want to date, because if I was gonna date somebody my father wanted me to date, I would have married the guy from La Estrella.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Well, you were at least lucky that he considered someone. My father didn't know
He was
anybody,
like,
didn't meet
nobody's
anybody.
good for
He
my
actually
baby.
didn't. Girl,
Oh my God.
my father
Keep
didn't
trying.
meet my husband until the day he went to ask for my hand in marriage.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow. No, my father, oh, you know the guy, he's clear. I'm like, no, no. I'm like, no, ew. And then he's like, hey, he's such a nice boy. And his father, like, no, it's not gonna happen. I'm like, this is not gonna happen. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
no.
no. Not in this household, my darling. Not in this one.
He's like, nobody's good for my baby. Nobody. Well, you are the baby of the house. That's a different story. I'm not the
Yeah,
baby.
but it was kind of comical. I'll tell the story because I think it's absolutely hilarious. And my husband loves to tell this story because he also finds it hysterical. But there were 4 females in the house and my brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at the time, I'm pretty sure 3 of us were single, but I was the only one living at home. So he gets there and his dad, it's him and his dad is extremely, extremely nervous for some weird reason. So they're in the living room, and the living room is at the very front of the house. And then the kitchen is at the back, and my bedroom's right next to the kitchen. So I had the door peeked open, right? So I'm in there, and one of my sisters was with me. I don't remember which one. I think it was Ali's. And we're kind of like listening, right? So so his dad's like, so venimos a pedirle la mano de su hija, pues que mi hijo se quiere casar con ella. And my father said, my father was super machista, super, and like king of the hill. Like he was, give him the respect. This was that you were in his house, right? So my father's like, ¿y cuál de todas?
You had not introduced them to your father?
No, never. I'm not kidding when I say that, never. No. So my dad's like, "Ooh, which one?" And my father-in-law was so nervous. He goes, ¿Cómo se llama, mijo?
Ya menos le dan a Rosie or
I got a bunch of daughters. Which one are you coming to ask for?
That is
Oh my
so
God.
funny.
And my husband now tells me he was trying to keep it together. He wanted to laugh so bad.
Oh my God.
So my husband's like, Lorena, pa.
That is so beautiful. You had that experience where he asked for your hand in marriage and everything. That's beautiful.
No, it wasn't that beautiful. Hold on. So back in the day, way, way, way back in the day, even before our time, you would go and ask for the hand in marriage, and you would come back for a response. So my father told him, well, let me talk to her and I'll let you know next week.
What?
Yes. Yes.
Wait, what if your father would have said no?
It didn't matter. We were already married.
Oh, ay cabrona.
So we had already gotten married. We got married in Vegas. We already had our court wedding in Vegas. But when we came home, I went home and he went home. My parents didn't know. My mom found out.
Daylights out of you. I would have kicked the daylights out of you, Lorena. Oh, that is some shit that Uzi would have pulled, not Lorena. I want to point that out. I didn't do that.
Well, I didn't leave my house until we had our church wedding, but my parents didn't know that we were already married. So,
Bitch, no wonder you said, oh, it was really fast. We got married by court and then really fast got married by church. Yeah, no wonder.
No, it was. Yeah, we got married by court. So we started dating in February. We were engaged by May. We were married in Vegas in August, and then we had our church wedding in December.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Yeah. No, I wasn't joking.
One thing you're like, I got married really fast from church, from the civil at la iglesia. Yeah, you guys were already married. No.
Yeah, but it was even just from dating to being engaged to getting married in Vegas was quick.
Wait, so who did you tell? Like just your sisters?
Yeah, two of my sisters were my they went with us to Vegas. They were my witnesses. So when I went to Vegas, my mom thought I went to Vegas with my sisters.
And the whole time you guys knew you were going to Vegas to get married?
Yeah.
I would have beat your ass. I would have beat your ass. I would have beat your ass.
We did this because he wanted to get married in Vegas. I was fine just having the church wedding, but he wanted to get married in Vegas. Yeah.
Did you
that
guys
was something he wanted to do.
Did you guys go to the chapel?
Yes, the little chapel. Yeah.
Yeah.
The little white chapel.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
That is so funny.
But yeah, no, he told him he had to come back next week for a response. And my uncle was there because my mom and my uncle already knew like what they were going for, obviously. So did my dad, right? But my uncle told my dad, no chingues, Manuel. And my father was not having it. He didn't give a shit. Yep. So the following week, my mom did a whole dinner. Yep. My dad never really cared about what anybody else thought at any point, at any given time. When he said, this is what goes, and that was that. There was no questioning. There was no arguing. There was no nothing.
So then they came back the following week?
Yeah.
For the response? Wait, I want to know how awkward was it when they left? Lorena,
Well, first of all,
your ass over here.
no, I mean, he called me over and just like talked to me. So you want to get married? And I said, yeah, that's why they were here.
You're like, yeah, I thought we're already married.
Oh my
I'm
God.
I'm already 5 months pregnant. I'm just kidding.
No, I was not. I didn't have my daughter until the following year I got pregnant. The following year after the church wedding.
Did you ever tell your when did you confess that you guys were
My
already?
mom just, honestly, it
Is she gonna
was
find out
so not
today?
it was so not important to me after the fact. No, she found out probably, I don't even think it's been 10 years. Maybe 10 years ago. Yeah, it's been about 10 years since my mom found out about that. It wasn't important anymore at that point in time because, I mean, we've been married for so many years at this point.
I
Yep.
would have still beat your
29,
ass.
it'll be 29 years this year.
You would have. Hija de la chingada.
Oh,
¿Qué cabrón? Oh my God.
I don't think my dad ever knew.
That is so funny, Lorena. Oh my God. That is
Mhm.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah.
And so wait, I'm still thinking here. So I want to know, you're gonna ask your husband, what would he know if he would have said no? Well, it's too bad we're already married.
Yeah. What else was he gonna say? See, that was the thing. It was just a formality. It was
Oh, wait a
to
minute.
do
Wait a
things.
minute. So la puerta negra, that means something to you too, cabrones.
Está cerrada con 3 candados.
They're like dancing that at their wedding. And
Oh.
that was your wedding song. That
Oh
is
my
so
God.
funny. Oh my God. Oh my God. That
Yeah.
poor man, your dad just tortured that poor man for no reason.
It was funny. I mean, it was a funny situation. Like to talk about it now, I'm sure my father-in-law was probably like, "Oh dear God." But
Oh my
and in the
God.
same token, what my dad's customs or traditions are the same ones that my father-in-law would have had
Right.
because they were similar in age. So I don't know that it would have been so strange to my father-in-law. My husband probably was. He never really said anything, but my husband was probably like, "What? What do you mean come back?"
Wait, what? That is so funny. That's so funny. Oh my God.
Hmm.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. It's a crazy story now, but yeah,
You know, I love that song, La Puerta Negra. I love that
me
song.
too. I love it.
And now every time I'm gonna hear it, I'm gonna think of you and your honey, okay?
I'm gonna tell my husband that tonight. He's gonna be like, "What?"
That's all I'm gonna think. I'm like, that's gonna be that's your song from me. Okay. For me, that's your song.
Oh
That
my
is so
gosh.
funny. That is hilarious. Oh my God. I don't know. You know what? That's one of the things like those traditions are so beautiful. I still think like, you ask
Yeah.
for hand in marriage, whatever, although that didn't happen with me at all. But and it definitely didn't happen when my father was already sick when I met Lloyd. So he had dementia and Alzheimer's, and for 4 years he was kind of a mute. Um and so we didn't experience that at all. But my mom was obsessed with my ex-husband. Like they had a great relationship, and my my husband would come around when we were dating. He would come around, and my mom was still trying to convince me to get back with that my ex-husband. Like, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, right? And then when Lloyd started coming around, they would be like, my mom would be like, con su cara. And Lloyd,
Oh no.
Lloyd is like the most happiest person. Like, he's the nicest. He really is a nice guy. He would pass by and be like, "Hey, mom," and pat her on the
Aw.
back, and my mom would just be like just cringe, like. And then after that, then after that, they were inseparable. Like, he loved my mother, loved my mother, to the point where I'd be working and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick up your mom for the weekend. We sleep over for the weekend." And like, yeah, oh yeah,
Okay.
he loved my mom. Like, loved. She was a fucking mean old lady. Of course he loved her. He likes mean people. Like, exactly. So he like loved her. Like, we would take her everywhere because my husband just loved having her around. Her and my aunt. And they would go pick them up, and they spend the weekend at our house. And well, at first we lived still. I lived in my parents' building on the first floor, so she was always around. But when we moved out, we moved to Berwyn. He would always go pick her up on the weekends and spend the weekends with us, and just like he just loved being around them. Like, he loves Mexican culture so much. He loves the whole. He just loves it. Like, he just really appreciates everything. So he loved talking. They would speak broken Spanish. Like, he spoke broken English and she spoke broken Spanish to where he could understand it. That's how it was. The funniest thing watching him communicate with my aunt and my mom. Because it was just like, and my sisters would be like, it's so cute how they talk because only they understand each other, and we're over here. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
wait, and then he would be so used to talking broken English with my mom or my aunt. Then he would talk to me like, I do speak English very well. Like, you don't have to speak to me and bro. Like, he's like, it's because I'm used to talking to your mom. Oh, this how much he loved her. He had broken his kneecap. He had knee surgery, and I had to work because I couldn't stay home with him because it was month end, and I've always been in accounting, so I couldn't take off. So I had my mom stayed with us for 2 weeks, and and his mom called him and said, "Hey, you want me to buy you some McDonald's or something?" He's like, "Are you fucking kidding me, mom? Like, my mother-in-law's here. If you show up with McDonald's, you're gonna fuck it up for me." Like, you're gonna offend her and you're gonna fuck it up for me. Like, no, she's cooking for me like all day, like everything, whatever Lloyd wanted, he got. But she was always like so attentive. Lloyd would call me from the bathroom. He's like, "Can you call your mom and tell her not to, like, I'm okay. She just wants me laying down all the time. Like, and my knees, I have to move it. Like, I can't be just sitting down all the time." I'm like, I'll call him. I'm like, "Hey, no, 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 no. Tiene que descansar. No, no puede poner, no, no." I'm like, "I tried." She said no. I don't know what to tell you. He's like, "Okay, fine." I'm like, "You want me to just take her home?" He's like, "No, no. She cooks all day." Like, no.
He said, "You don't mess it up for me."
Yeah, he's like, "Don't fuck it up for me, Lucy." But
Oh
that's
my
how
God.
much he loved he loved my mother. Like, it was crazy. Like, people in my work would like, he would call me where he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go pick up your mom so she could spend the week." And then my coworkers were like, "Yeah, is that your husband?" Like, I'm like, "Yeah." It's like, he just loves my mom. And they're like, "Wow, that's right." I said, "Well, if you had a fucking lady cooking for you at whatever you wanted, Mexican food galore all day long, you would want her there too. Like, come on." And they're like,
Yep.
"Oh yeah, I guess you're right." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess, yeah." I said, and then that's one respect I have to give to my parents. They were never in your business, so they never interfered in how you raised your kids, or they never interfered on how you mandated your home or how you did things. Both of them were very like, it's your space. I have nothing to do with it. You need help, you could ask for it, but that's your space. Like, so that
Yeah, that's nice.
I have to say I'm grateful for them being that way, because
Yeah.
it could have been a bad way. Like,
Mhm.
on a whole other topic, did you see the la suegra, that mother-in-law who killed her daughter-in-law, who shot her in Mexico to death?
You
The
know,
beauty
I
pageant?
I didn't see I saw a post of something about that the mother-in-law that they were looking for her, but I don't know the story. I
It's
haven't been following it.
horrible. Or there's video.
Oh
She,
my God.
it's horrible. I showed it to Lloyd. Lloyd's like, holy shit, that shit's premeditated. He's like, that husband, he knew. So I don't even know how they got the recording. So the mother-in-law decides she's making plans. She's gonna go visit her son. The day before she arrives, but the day of, whatever, and she just does not like the daughter-in-law at all. And the daughter-in-law is gorgeous. They're both a gorgeous couple. He's gorgeous, she's gorgeous.
I did see
And
her picture.
yes. So then you see her walking in her bedroom, and the mother-in-law's following her, but they're not fighting or anything. I couldn't make out what they were saying, but they were just going in the bathroom. And then you hear gunshots. This bitch
Oh.
shot her she unloaded the whole gun on her 6
Oh
times.
my God.
So she shot her once, and the girl is screaming, screaming. And then she shot her again. She's still screaming, screaming, screaming. And then she kept shooting. She unloaded the whole gun on her. And so you don't hear
Yeah.
anything after that. The husband was in the kitchen, which wasn't far away, literally next room. So when she saw her the first time and she screamed, you'd think he would put the baby down and run, right? No.
Yeah.
This is what the husband did. He walks up. He's like, mamá, ¿qué? Just like exactly how I'm saying. ¿Qué hiciste? Esa es mi familia. No está bien. Just like that. And I think I'm still like reacting a little bit more than what he's doing. Just like that.
Oh
Like,
man.
mamá, he just walks in the room and just whatever. And then the video ends. So then it turns out, now it's come out that he didn't call the police that day. He didn't call an ambulance or anything. He called the next day because the kid was breastfeeding, and he was giving the baby, letting him breastfeed
No.
while she was dead.
No.
Yeah, so he left her there, and I'm sure in a puddle of fucking blood, and the baby was breastfeeding. And then he was making notes. The reason he couldn't call was because he was making notes and videos on how to take care of his son in case something happens to him. But no, he gave his mom opportunity to run. So they can't find the mom, but they're going to charge the guy. I'm telling you, this was his reaction. He walks. He's like, mamá, ¿qué hiciste? Esta es mi familia. And the mom walks away saying, a mí no me gustaba. Tú eres mío. Es todo. Like that.
Psychopath.
It is.
What?
Yes. It's disgusting. Like, I was like, as I showed the video to Lloyd's like, he's like, I think he had to be involved in it. They plotted
Of
this
course
together.
he
Like,
was.
if somebody shot
That was
you,
intentional.
you scream, because she screamed the first shot. If you scream, I'm gonna run to you and see what the fuck is going on. It's not like it wasn't like a machine gun where like, six shot. It was pat, pat,
Right.
pat, 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 six. She unloaded the whole gun. Nowhere that he didn't come out at all. And the mother-in-law walks out of the room like nothing. Like, and then she says, es que no me gustaba. Tú eres mío. Ella tenía que saber. something like that. And I was like,
Oh my God.
so now it turns out that she had inherited $2 million like a week before she got killed. And now they're saying that that's the reason he killed her. That they plotted to kill her for.
Well, he's not getting it anyway.
Well, now I think they're charging him with life and he's going to jail for a long time. I'm thinking like, oh my, it was horrible it was horrible. Like, can you imagine? No, that's not even imagine,
No.
but that
I can't because that my mind, my heart, they don't work like that.
it does
Oh
like
my God.
then so in that
That's
aspect,
terrible.
I thank God that my parents were the parents that they were, and they never got involved in nobody else's business. Unless you needed their help, then that was a different story. If somebody was getting abused, that was a different story. If somebody was getting hurt, that was a different story. But other than that, it's nobody's business. That's their household. They know what they're doing, end of discussion. I thank God for that because that is horrible. I'm just like, oh my God, how is a parent like, and how disgusting that you don't even call anybody. Well, I think he didn't call anybody because he was letting his mom escape.
Well, I'm sure that sounds very, very much premeditated. That sounds like he was involved. He knew what was going to happen, and he was
to let your
that was
baby
that walk.
eat off of that breast.
No,
and
no,
she unloaded on
that's
her, so there's a puddle of blood everywhere.
right. Yeah, that's sick.
That's
That's absolutely
disgusting.
sick.
It's
That poor
absolutely-
child. That poor child lost his mother, his father, and his grandmother all in one shot.
his entire family, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that horrible? Oh my God.
Lord.
It was disgusting. It was on it's all over TikTok, like the video and everything, and just like, ugh. I don't get it.
Wow.
I don't get mother-in-laws who are that possessive with their kids.
Yeah.
Like, I don't fucking get it. Like, I just, you know what?
It's because a lot of them see it as I'm losing my child instead of thinking it more as I'm gaining one.
Well, who gives a fuck? Like, I can't control my kids who they fall in love with, right? You can't control.
Right.
Right. Just like I didn't ask them for permission on who I fell in love with, why should they ask me for permission on who they fall in love with? Like,
Yep.
I think I have the same mentality my parents have. It's none of my business. Figure it out. It's on you. All I can do is give you advice. If you ask for help, that's a different story. But I can't I can't hate somebody because they're with you. Like, even though, there's times you just like, what the fuck did you do? Like, if you don't want to see your child or you don't want to see like your child hurt, I'm sure. But if that person's not hurting your child and they're happy with that person, then who are you to get in the way?
Right. Yeah.
It was just, it is disgusting. His reaction pissed me off so much. I had to show him, like, you tell me what you think. He's like, no, they both were in it because who, like,
Definitely. That's exactly what it sounds like. I'm so mentally disturbed right now. I can't like we're talking about something else and it's stuck in my head now. That's terrible.
Just seeing his reaction, Lorena, was horrible. Like, Mama, Casey. Like, I'm serious. I think I'm showing more emotion than what I heard. I'm serious. Mama, Casey. I'm thinking like, put the fucking baby down. Go run to your wife. Like, what the hell? Grab your mom and fucking throw her on I don't know, something. Like, something. Your reaction should be something other than, oh, here we go again. You killed another one. Like it was so
Yeah, like it's just another event, another Tuesday event. Oh my gosh.
it was horrible.
That's terrible.
It
That's
was
terrible.
horrible. And she was I don't know what she was, but she was a beauty pageant person for California, I think. And
Oh,
she
okay.
lived in California and she had just inherited $2 million. So it came out that she had just inherited $2 million a week or 2 weeks before, recently, very, very, very recent.
So this happened here or in Mexico?
That's what I think it happened in Mexico because all the news is in Spanish, and so I think it did happen in Mexico, but I'm
Okay.
not quite sure because she's American and she must have moved to Mexico for him or whatever. But uh, I don't know. It was just disgusting and crazy. I just like, oh my God. And the whole thing with the baby, like, you are a sick man. That is a sick man. Like,
Well, I mean, just the fact that it happened the way it happened and his reaction, he is a sick man.
his reaction.
And then the disgustingness of thinking of that poor child and its
Yes.
last connection to its mother. That's
Well, now like doctors and stuff are like they should have never done that. Like that is bad. Like you don't know how the milk gets
yeah,
contaminated.
her milk very possibly may have soured.
Yeah. So they were like, but that was his excuse. I don't know if it was true, if it wasn't. I don't know, but those were the words that came out of his mouth. That the reason why he called the mother-in-law. He didn't call the mother-in-law, the girl's mom. He didn't call his mother-in-law until the day after, and was just nonchalantly explaining. And I'm sorry, but that lady wasn't reacting like I would react because, oh, hell no. You know, like, no, 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 no. But the mom's here in the United States, and I think it did happen in Mexico. I just don't know what part of Mexico it happened in. But it was a crazy story. Crazy. And the video was even worse. And the whole time I'm thinking, like, why is there video of this? Like, oh,
There had to be surveillance. There had to be surveillance in the house.
Inside the
There had to be.
house?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was because now
A lot of people have cameras in the house. I don't like that shit.
I don't
but
like that shit either. No. I don't like that shit after I saw this whole date light thing where people could like break into your camera, hack your camera and start talking. Like there was the whole thing on Dateline about how hackers were hacking in the like the TVs and the Alexa and all. Like we have Alexa, but I have it in my office and I have one so we have two. We have it in our offices because if we were in our office, then we could just see packages, a doorbell, whatever comes in. So that's the reason why we have. But other than that, I don't have any cameras. Like it just that freaks. Now around the house, we have cameras around the entire house. That's a different story. But inside the house, I don't know. I don't think I could have because of that, because of the hacking.
Yeah. That's some things don't need to be captured on camera.
No. Yeah, no. Nobody needs to see how I wake up in the morning. Or I don't need I mean, I wake up like this, but you know.
Yeah, me too.
And we wake up like this. But anywho, on another note, thank you everybody for watching our video. We had the most views on our last video. Can you like the fucking video, please? Like, I don't need a fucking text. It's so funny. Hit like. Don't text.
Like, subscribe, and share. Please like, subscribe, and share.
I got so many texts. Oh, this is funny. This is hilarious. Did you like it? No. Please like the video. I'm talking to all of you. Please, please. Because the more that we see that you guys like and you guys comment and stuff, then we know what kind of content you like.
Yes.
And it would push us to drop more content. Like Lorena owes us a recipe. We know that. She's slacking on that.
What do you mean? I posted that recipe.
But you owe us another one. You got us hooked on your enchiladas. Now we want to be.
Oh, and now I owe you all more recipes. Oh, is that so?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody needs to. She owes us another recipe. Okay.
Well, instead of Simon says, Lucy says. Lorena owes
You know
another
what?
recipe. Okay.
I'll do the next recipe. I make a very simple, delicious taco dip. I'm going to post that. It's the best taco dip ever. And everything has to be Mexican, authentic, and fresh. Fresh refried
Yeah, for
beans,
sure.
sour cream, and if you get the Mexican sour cream, even better. But sour cream, and this is the only thing that's gonna be bad, but it has to be this paste picante sauce. No salsa, no fresh salsa. I've tried it with the fresh salsa. It doesn't taste good. I've tried it with Mexican salsas from the store. It doesn't taste good. Paste picante sauce. Okay. And then you chop off lettuce I like to chop it very, very refined, and you spread it over. And then Chihuahua cheese, which is Mexican cheese. And then just chips, the Mexican chips. It's the most delicious taco dip you'll ever have. So that's my recipe.
Now you're gonna need
will
to
do it.
record yourself making it and then include the recipe with quantities.
Yes, I will record myself making it. This one is kind of simple because I will make it. It is every time I make it for anybody, that's their ask. Oh, can you make the taco dip? Can you make the taco dip? Every time I make it, it's the best. That's the dip that you don't put the dip out at the beginning unless you have a small gang. I'm talking Mexicans because we don't leave the party. Okay, don't put up. That's what you bring out at the end when all the food has gone away and you're all danced out and you're just sitting there, not fucking leaving because we don't leave. Okay. Bring out the dip. It's the best. The best, 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 best. So I will share that recipe. I will show
So
you
it's
guys.
not an hors d'oeuvre.
It's not an hors d'oeuvre. That's
It's un pica pica.
Yes. So that is very delicious. So I will post that out there. And then next time, Lorena's gonna have to give us one of her other delicious recipes, and then.
All right.
Okay.
I can do that. I have to ponder on which one. All of you out there who have tasted my food, send me suggestions on what you would like me to make next.
There you go. Suggest, comment, like everybody. I get text. I don't want to. I'm gonna block you from my phone if I get another text on the pockets. You'll be deleted. If I delete you, you're never
I'm not blocking you.
Yeah.
I'm not blocking you. I'm not gonna do it. So just let's all make Lucy happy.
I'm gonna do it. I will not block you from Facebook, but I will delete you from my phone. And you won't get my birthday wishes, my Mother's Day wishes, my Christmas wishes. You won't be on my list no more. Okay. Like the video.
Like, subscribe, comment, and share, please.
Yes, please. Like I said, the more you do it, the more that we see, it's going to give us a little bit more oomph to kind of put content out there and get you a little bit more videos of something else that we're going through or we're doing, or share just a little bit more. So please.
Yep.
Okay. And I think that wraps up this episode. Lorena, you want to add anything?
Nope. I will just say my thoughts of gratitude for this week are memories. Oh, memories. The little things that we remember that just make us laugh. I'm sure we all have one or two that we don't think about in the moment, just silly moments that you think back and they make you laugh, like we went over a couple today. So I hope you all ponder on old little things that happened and just made you giggle and share them. I'd like to hear them. You can
Yes.
share them, put them in the comments. Let me know what little moments happened to you. I would love to hear it.
Yes, exactly. My gratitude is going to be on my family. I love and appreciate my family. Oh, and I want to shout out, it was our grandson's birthday this on the 28th on Tuesday. He's 11, so I'm grateful for my
Oh,
family
happy birthday.
and that's growing, and they're so supportive and awesome, and I'm grateful to have them in our lives, and then the energy that they bring to our lives is awesome. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for just this week being done because it was a long week. Tomorrow's
Yes.
Friday. And I have
Yes.
worked really hard for this weekend, let's just say that. So
Yes.
that's all we got.
Yes. So if this video feels a little slower than previous ones, it's just been kind of a
Yeah,
exhausting week. But our peppy selves will be back with the next episode.
exactly. So thank you guys. We love you all, and we appreciate the time you take to listen to us this talk. So thank you very much, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
That's a wrap on this week's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to share your funny stories or comment on which of our stories was your favorite from this episode. Please subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss any future episode notifications from us. This was Chatting with Lorena and Lucy. Stay blessed, stay true, and always stay you. Until the next time.